Coming back to Sevlievo is quite a cool thing, really. I mean, had a lot of GPs here over the years, right back to 2008 when I actually scored my first podium in MX2 class here. First moto didn't go that well. I think I finished 11th, and then I had a thrilling battle with Tommy for the whole of the second moto, and he actually passed me on the last corner, believe it or not. And I don't think I've ever been so happy to finish second place, but back in those days, you know, it was new to me. Leading races, being close to the podium, it was just something that was really special, and you know, you never forget those times. And standing up on the podium for the first time in MX2 was a big deal. You know, there was 2 factory KTM riders in front of me. I was on a KTM, but in 3rd place, and you know, those memories stick forever. So coming back here, you know, it's nice on the drive here to remember some of those memories and really just, you know, get the good energy flowing for this weekend. The track here, it's quite different every year. We've had it raining here, we've had it, you know, baked hot sun. In 2007 I think it was 43 degrees, so it was dusty, real hard and fast. Other years it's been quite deep and rutted. You know, obviously I like it when it's a bit more technical, so looking at it just now, it looks like it's been watered well, it's ripped up quite deep, and I'm expecting it to be pretty technical tomorrow, so hopefully they can keep enough water down tomorrow, as it's going to be quite hot this weekend for it to be technical enough on Sunday as well. But yeah, it's a nice layout, it's nice to have some hills, there's a lot of stuff to keep you busy. There's extra wave sections being put in, quite a few jumps, the takeoffs are all scooped up nice, so I really think it's going to be quite a tough weekend with the heat and the weather, but you know, overall I think it's going to be pretty cool. Goals for the end of this year, I think, you know, the podium's probably you know, out of reach for most people at the moment. There's only a select few been on there. I think there's only been 6 or 7 guys actually made it onto the podium in MXGP this year. Obviously the 2 KTM guys have sort of dominated the top 2 spots for a lot of the time, but you know, that last spot is on the podium's probably as good as a win at the moment, and I'd be lying to say I didn't think I could squeeze on there before the end of the year, and that's the sort of attitude I've had in the last couple of years when I haven't really been producing results that looked like I should be on the podium, and you know, eventually we got on there. So I think this weekend might be a bit too soon, but before the end of the year, yeah, let's say why not, and just give it my best shot. I'm making some good progress over the last few rounds, and I feel like my form's coming into play, and just have to stick in, get out that gate, keep my head down, and you never know what can happen. In MXGP this year, the level's just so much higher than it has been in the past. You know, there's just a lot of top class names. You know, guys like my teammate Jeremy coming out of MX2 and really just gelling well with the bike and just really getting on, and just, you know, it's just hard graft in MXGP at the moment, and I think that's one thing that, you know, the top 10, top 12, even top 15 guys have got. You know, we're just really hard working dudes, and you know, no one's given up an inch out on that track, and that's whether you're battling for 3rd place or 15th place. So I think just the level over the whole class is just, you know, that much higher, and starts are key, but obviously, you know, you got to be in it to win it, and you know, no excuses when it comes down to that gate drop, and you've just got to get out there and give it everything you've got and see where you can end up. I think generally training on the bike is the best thing you can do. You know, at this level, training in the gym is important. You know, out on the running track, out on the bicycle, you know, anything you can do to be a bit better than your opponent is obviously going to help you. But there's no, you know, there's no excuse for getting out on the bike and just putting in the laps, especially if that's coming up to Lommel or coming up to some sort of particular GP. You just got to put the laps in. There's no substitute for that. So, you know, that's kind of what I've been working on this last little while, just coming back after Indonesia and all the other things that I've had to overcome this year. Just getting out on the bike, getting the practice laps dialed in, trying to chase my teammate, chase anyone else that's at the practice track, chase a local hero if that's what you've got to do. But at the end of the day, you've just got to put in the laps, and come race day you can notice that on track, and the last 5-10 minutes you can show the work that you've been putting in during the week. Off season we tend to train maybe even 4 to 5 days a week on the bike, and then in the season, you know, the recovery between races is quite important, so probably only once or twice during the week, and then race on the weekends, especially in a like section of the season like we're in just now. we got 3 GPs back to back, so you know, once or twice during the week's more than enough for me anyway. I know like some other guys like to train a bit more, and I know Jeffrey's probably out every day of the week, so it's just whatever suits you. But as we say, there's no substitute for those laps during the week and getting it done at the weekend. Yeah, coming back to see out, coming back to let's start.